Check out a freestyle I just dropped on YouTube.
Let's get this party going.
You got another day to be great. You woke up, so that means that you have another day to be great.
Hi, y'all. Welcome back to our Temptation Island review. It's Jade and Homeroom with Smooth, and we're about to get into episodes 5, 6, and 7. And there was a lot going on. So we have to dive into today. I'm going to start with going through the notes that I took about episode 5. And as we see, or as we remember what the heck we were thinking in the process, we'll break it down for you. So the first thing that stood out to me for episode 5 was that Grant was mad Ashley called him a piece of crap because of what she saw with him sleeping with Natalie for the 10th, 11th, 12th, umpteenth time. I think it was a very accurate statement. He says he's not a bad guy, but he's definitely a bad partner.
I can't even take Grant serious. I can't take Grant serious. I was like, that is the lamest thing to be mad about ever. You clapped her twice between the two bonfires.
I know. And he's like, why would she call me that? I'm not a bad guy. Well, you seem like it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you have a daughter at home who is one day going to be able to pull this back up and see this. And you want her to be treated by somebody like you're treating Ashley?
Right.
This is crazy. He's like missing the main bad thing that he did and focusing on the words Ashley says. He can sleep with someone multiple times, but if Ashley calls him a piece of crap, it's the end of the world. And he's done.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then something else that stood out to me was that Tyler and Kay finally shared a kiss, which I saw coming for a minute now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised that it didn't happen sooner.
Yeah, same. I actually like them together. It's kind of cute. Like, it's kind of cute. It's very adorable. And I'm like, at least she isn't as jaded as Taylor is, because Taylor seems like she's been through a lot and she never healed properly before the next relationship. Therefore, like, she's very jaded. And I don't feel like Tyler necessarily himself is a bad guy. I just think he also just needed to heal. And I think somebody that's like not hurt is a good space for him to be in with, so then he can actually just focus on therapy just for himself, and then he can make himself better for Kay in the future.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, I like him and Kay together. I just, like you said, Taylor seems very jaded, and I just feel so bad when I see her react to the things that Tyler is doing, because I can tell she really wants her relationship with him to work, and it isn't. And I just hate seeing her like so sad like that, but it is nice to see Tyler a little happier. And still, I think he should still deal with some time like by himself.
Oh,
And
yes, absolutely.
I don't think he needs to jump into a relationship with Kay as soon as this is over. Hopefully, like they can stay in contact, but he needs like a year to himself, I think.
Yeah, definitely. He needs a year to himself. Maybe
Yeah.
two. Maybe
Yeah.
two.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I know people have different like healing journeys or whatever. I think to go from a marriage straight into a relationship that they've been together for like a year maybe or almost 2 years. It's just you've never had time to breathe. So
Yep.
yeah, that needs to be on pause. Okay, and I mean the moment we've all been waiting for, Brion has a threesome. Brion had a threesome with Courtney and Alex in the shower. And if you wanted to possibly believe that he didn't have a threesome with them, once the scene is over, the door opens and you can see Alex standing there naked. So it's pretty much confirmation that something happened. And I knew something was going to happen. I knew it. I didn't think it was going to be a threesome. As much
With
as he told me, I don't know why I was surprised.
because who was the other girl that they had with her? It was Alex, him, and
Courtney. The one with the
Courtney.
lock.
Courtney, there it is. Courtney, yeah. Yeah, that threw me off. I was like, Courtney, you was down with this?
That shocked me too. But honestly, I can't remember where, but this show is not my first time seeing Courtney. I think I may have seen her in Too Hot to Handle in a past season. So like
Mm.
being, and you know what that show is, right? Okay, so do you?
No, not quite, no.
Okay, so Too Hot to Handle is like when so there's a prize fund. There's $100,000 told to people up front. And if you do things such as kissing, heavy petting, sex, different things like that, you lose an amount of money on the show. Because I think the show takes like the horniest of people, puts them together and is like, can you focus on building genuine connections? Because all y'all do is go out here and mess around. Can you focus on building genuine connections and possibly walk away with the $100,000? And I think at the end, sometimes it's one person that wins it all. Sometimes it's two people. There's been a season where a girl won all the $100,000, but split it with somebody. But anyways, I feel like Courtney was on that show. So like, I already know she's like that. So to see her do this, I wasn't surprised.
Wow.
But also, I really didn't know she was that interested in him also.
Yeah,
Like, enough to do that kind of came out of left field to me, so.
I think it's from that date in episode 4, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's from their date in episode 4. She might went, oh, okay, I think I could do this.
Okay. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
'cause they were all up on each other, with the pool table and stuff.
They were, but I was like, I thought it was like a, I want him for myself type thing, not I want to share.
Yes, but I think once I seen them on the couch together and they were calling themselves like the buddy, like whatever bestie buddies thing or whatever they were saying, like I was like, yeah, it's a wrap.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I'm like, he's definitely won both of them.
Well, yeah, that was hard to sit and watch on behalf of Shantae. I was thinking about how she was going to react all the time. And I need her to stand up. I need her to stand up.
Oh my god.
She's making excuses for this man and saying, well, I don't think he would do that to me if we were in the real world. But it's like, girl, the whole real world saw this. And
This is real life.
Yeah, and at any point, if y'all are happy in the future, all someone has to do is pull that episode back up. Day ruined, week ruined, month ruined, probably.
Man, like he was really in both of them, like real life.
Like,
he needs to get tested in real life.
That's so embarrassing, and it's like your family's gonna watch this. How's your family gonna feel you going back to him? My family would slap the mess out of me and be like,
And
Jade,
don't we have kids?
make some sense. Brion? I
No,
don't think
Shantae, don't she have kids?
I don't think so.
I got really
Grant was
confused.
the only one with kids.
Yeah, I got really confused because he was saying, like, I thought he would be like. She said something about being a father to her kids, and then she said, she's like, I thought I could go back and I wouldn't be embarrassed or whatever for them, like to them, and I could show them that their dad is an awesome guy. But I was just like, do you have kids previously, or maybe not? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I think she's just speaking in the future. Like, she really envisioned herself being with Brion and him being the father to her kids. And she's like, how can I go back and show them this in the future? And we wanted to like show them this because she thought it was going to be a good thing. Yeah, no.
Netflix got to be illegal at the crib.
You can't even say words that start with N over here.
Right.
Don't even. But then it's like, you could always go back and find this on YouTube. I mean, we're talking about it right now.
Right.
So it's like, whatever kids she has
Good.
or partner he has in the future, like this is will always be out there for
Immortalized.
them, and that's embarrassing. If I knew my
Mhm.
man liked to have threesomes, there's no way we're going on a show where you could do that in front of me. I mean, you wouldn't be my man, but there's no way that I would like willingly put this in front of the world
Yes.
to ever forever be receipts for.
Yes. Yes. Oh wait. Uh. mm, what's next? Who else? What else we got?
Okay, so I wrote down that Natalie and Grant go in the new room, so the little like tea
Oh, the
thing they had,
um, what is it
and they
called?
had
The
and they
Temptation Haven.
yes, and they got it on for I think it might have been the second or the third time. I don't know. I've lost count.
Third.
Yeah.
I kept count.
Yeah, it'll start like, "Do you wanna go hang out?" And then you hear all these sounds, and then it's just like all Grant can talk about is how Ashley's calling him names. And I'm like, it would be bad if you were, I guess, diving into things with multiple people, but I think it's
hmm
worse because it's one person, so you're, like, really building a connection with this one person versus
hmm
very surface level connections with multiple people.
hmm
And so, yeah,
Talking about
I
some. Oh, Grant. Like that was the subtitle. Oh, Grant. I was like, yo, this is diabolical.
and I just love how, like, Ashley's already, like, she's turned her mind off, and
Yes.
she's just, like, done. Like, I love that
hmm
because Shantae needs to get some of that, and
Man.
because Ashley's just like, "I've seen it," and he has well, at this point, he has messed around with Natalie, but I think at that point no. He had already had sex with Natalie, but my point is, like, it didn't take a threesome for Ashley to know it was over.
hmm That
So,
girl. That girl. That's just because my thing with her attitude, I know he cheats regularly. I know he does.
you talking about Brion or Grant?
Brion, like with
Okay.
about Shantae, like
Mhm.
with her attitude, I know he cheats regularly.
Oh, yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I think in the last episode I talked about how Shantae seems like a horrible person to go on a date with because they were
hmm
doing a very fun activity and she was kind of just sitting there. And now I'm
hmm
starting to wonder like maybe the joy has just been taken from her by Brion. And maybe she wasn't like that prior to this relationship.
Maybe that's the girl that she was that to where she jumped in his bed the first night. Maybe that girl
Yeah,
died.
maybe because like even when she saw the footage like she was sitting there again not expressing her emotions later on in when she and we'll get to that but when she like sends him a video you finally see her crying and shedding some tears and it's like this is the most emotion I've seen from you the entire show so far.
Bro, listen, and you know what's crazy? When she was crying when the temptation thing was going off, like the
Uh-huh.
Haven light or whatever, because I
Yes.
thought I thought the Haven light was crazy. The way it popped off, I was like, I thought it was just gonna be a little light like in the kitchen. Like, no, the
No,
whole
I thought so
crib
too.
lit up. I said, what the
It
fuck?
was like a break-in.
And it was a siren too. I said, oh god.
Yes,
I'm like,
they were
whoever the
gonna make
producer
fun
is
of
needs a
him.
raise. They need a
Yeah,
raise.
yeah.
Um, but with that, right? She's over there crying about him, like, oh my god, I just hope it's not him. No, your man is so bold. He did it in the house on the cameras. He don't give a
No, seriously.
he
He
ain't even and
he
he
was
said he ain't had
crying.
no remorse.
I know she was crying, and I was like, "Oh, girl, like you don't need to be worried about your man right now. I mean, like you need to worry, but that's not him there." And then I was like, "Dang, he didn't even have the decency for it to
Mhm.
be in the teepee.
Right.
Like, no, he did it right in the house.
hmm
That's crazy." And then he was talking about how he has no regret. He's already planning the next threesome, talking about how he can get two other girls in there. And he's like, well, I
hmm
still feel like I'm respecting Shantae because, like, women respect when you tell them the truth. And I'm just going to tell the truth. And I still feel like I'm respecting her. I'm like, what is, like, were you dropped on your head as a child?
That
What is
level of arrogance, man. If that couldn't be my homie, like I'd have to disown him. Like I'm like, bro, there's no reason for you to be like this. Like none at all.
That is so, like I just can't even imagine having cheating on my girl or my boyfriend and saying I'm still respecting them because I'm gonna tell them the truth. No. No, you can tell them the truth. It doesn't mean you respect them.
Right?
And this is a whole nother debate, but I know people will be like, well, you can't love someone and cheat on them. And I agree with that. I don't think he loves her for real. Because if you loved her, you
No.
would not be moved to do that.
Listen, at all. You just worried about getting back to your girl. You know, well, you know what? You know, I'm gonna wait till we get there. I'm gonna wait till we get there because I have a confession to make. I was really wrong. I
Okay.
was really wrong about somebody, and I need to apologize. So,
Okay.
I'll wait till we get there.
Okay. Well, my last point about episode 5, I said that Angel read Brion on the date. She called him out for wanting a godly woman, but liking threesome, saying he loves his girl, but he doesn't open up to her. And she just like read right through all the BS he was saying and was like, he doesn't know what he wants. He keeps contradicting himself. And I'm so glad somebody pressed him because the
Yeah,
whole time I was sitting at home and I was like, you keep claiming like you're Christian, you kind of want a traditional family, but then you're talking about, but you've always been interested in polygamy or like God knows who he made or whatever. And it's like you might have those desires or whatever, but do them like when you're not in a relationship. And I feel like when you decide that you want to be with someone, lock in and be with that one person. If you want to have your
right.
fun well into your 60s, go ahead. No one's
Yeah,
forcing you to be in a relationship.
facts.
So I was very proud of her.
Hmm. He
Yeah.
deserved that. He deserved all of that because he came in there with a different mindset. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna rub on you." She got to hit him with the tough questions, and he was like,
Yeah. Okay. So for episode 6, I put that Case came back. Did that already
Yeah,
happen? Or did
I mean that was either 5 or 6. It's
okay.
either or. It's in the middle of
Okay.
the episode. It was in the middle
Okay.
of one of them.
Okay, yeah. Case came back, which kind of made me feel a bit better for Taylor because she was crying about how like everybody
Yeah,
leaves her. If she
yeah,
was herself or if she was dating her, she would want to leave her. And that broke my heart when she said that. I'm like, where is the
yeah.
self love and the self confidence?
Man, none, zero, ground,
That made me so
grounded.
sad. And then the host was like trying to like uplift her. And I don't know if they gave the girls like regulations on what they can do during the bonfire, but I feel like if I heard that, like I would immediately like console that person, like give them a hug. Cause I'd be
Yeah.
like when I turn my back, please don't like do any type of self harm. Cause that's what it sounded like.
Hmm.
She was like that upset and disgusted with herself. So I just felt so bad for her, but happy when Case
Hmm.
came back and it showed like someone actually does like you and will come back for you.
Hmm.
And then there was a full moon party at the girls' house. So we had a little bit of fun for
Which was
once.
good. Finally,
Yeah,
finally.
I saw Taylor was getting stuff written on her thighs and stuff, and
Hmm.
the girls were having fun. Ashley got a lap dance from the guy. She kissed Danny. All this like
Hmm.
we were having as much fun as the guys were, and I was finally happy for the girls. And I feel like it's finally because, like I said, the girls were so concerned on what the guys were doing, and I think because Ashley
Yeah.
turned that switch off and she was like, I don't care anymore. It's starting to get more fun over there.
Yeah. 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 I feel like Ashley's the low key, the leader of the house. Like if Ashley
Mhm.
wants to do it, then the girls will go, okay, let's do that. Let's be more fun. I feel like she's low key
Yeah,
the leader.
I can see that because uh, I know Shantae ain't got enough backbone to lead anybody. So
Oh my god, that girl.
I'm just so embarrassed. I'm just
Oh
so sad for my sister. And then I
yeah.
put that Grant and Natalie had sex yet again. This has to be the fifth time. I, it's been It's been so. I mean, they're basically dating at
They're
this point.
going crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's just getting worse. But Ashley's already mentally moved
Hmm.
on, so. And then I said that Brion said Shantae is probably still gonna stay, and it was different with Shantae because he doesn't want to cheat on her anymore. In past relationships, he cheated once and he kept doing it. I think this was in his resolution as to why she would take him back.
What? That didn't even make any sense. I'm like, bro, no.
No brain in there.
Like,
Like none.
who raised him?
I
Who
really
raised
want
this
to know.
man?
Now I'm looking at your parents sideways. What was going on in the home? Because all this stuff
Bruh.
that we do, part of it relates to childhood. What happened so bad
Hmm.
that you just think this is okay?
Like, were you sitting in the parking lot while your dad was like cheating?
I
Like, what
think
was going on?
or while his dad was having a threesome
You know what I'm
and his
saying? Or,
mom took him back every time.
hmm
Because
like
that's just
some.
like, I feel like I said before, like if you cheat on someone and that person takes you
Hmm.
back, like it just teaches them what to say the next time they cheat on you. So he feels like he
Right.
has her wrapped around his finger. And unfortunately, I feel like he does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like Shantae's somebody that maybe has had only like maybe 2 or 3 sexual partners. I feel like for her own benefit, like, and maybe he's like the best partner she's had thus far. Like, she needs more partners. Like, she needs it to happen a couple, so she can go, oh, okay, there's good out here everywhere.
Yeah.
I could get this anywhere. Oh, yeah, yeah, you could. Now focus on the depth of the person. The sex will come.
Yeah. I I agree because she jumped in straight to the sex with him the first night. So that's like what their relationship seems like it's
The
built
foundation.
on,
Hmm.
and that's already a problem. You need to be built on emotional connection before we
Yeah.
get physical. So that's where she went wrong first.
Hmm.
Okay, and then for episode 7, we already talked about how Shantae thinks he would never do this in the real world, and
Oh,
I was
wait, wait,
and
wait.
also
What's Hold on. I only have one question. No,
uh-huh.
no. I only have one question. Wait, is 7 the box episode
The box episode?
with the videos?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
It is.
okay, okay. Go,
I haven't
go, go,
talked
go.
about that
Sorry.
yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
So we already talked about how Shantae thought he would never do this in the real world. We touched on that. Oh, we said
Hmm.
that people were eliminated. Like the
Oh
host
yeah.
asked, "Who do you want to keep?" And then whoever was not within that, some people were sent home.
Hmm.
So I'm glad that it's narrowing it down. It doesn't seem like new people are going to be added this time. So I hope it
God.
stays to the number
Thank
that they have right now.
God. Because because with the new guys, like
Hmm.
they were useless. Like they didn't
Yeah,
bring nothing to the table. Like
nothing.
and the new girls, one of the new girls is the one that actually challenged challenged
Yes.
Brion. Because
Yeah, yeah,
she came in there and she's like, "What the is this dude on?" Like she had like just came in with a totally different type of energy, which is great. And
yeah.
he needed that. Are you gonna get? Never mind, I'll let you do your thing. Talk.
Okay. And then now we go into the messages. So I said how like Grant's message to Ashley was saying how he's neglected his own feelings, but he has been very he's been very into his feelings with this situation with Natalie. So I don't know what he means. You have not neglected nary none.
Mm-hmm.
You've been all up in your feelings and all up in Natalie. So I don't know what we're talking about. And then Ashley didn't send him not a darn thing, which period.
Mm-hmm.
And Taylor didn't send Tyler anything either, which period. I'm so glad cuz what is there to say?
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. So with that, okay, this is where I did want to talk about on the elimination piece, right?
uh-huh.
And then I'll go back to the boxes. I found it interesting. Brion didn't pick either of the girls he had a threesome with. Like he was trying to
Yes.
distance himself from them so bad. And then what's his name?
No, I
Freaking
think.
Lino. Lino's hilarious. Lino go pick Alex anyway. I said,
Yeah.
this dude is toxic, bro. Bro, he
Yes.
violated the bro code. He
I'm
was like,
so
no,
glad
I'm
you
gonna
said
keep her.
that. I completely remember seeing that, but I guess I forgot to write it down. I know Courtney was astonished that she did
Oh
not get
yeah.
picked. And then Alex was astonished, but Lino chose him. And at the same time, I'm like, Lino, do you even know she just had a threesome with Brion?
I think he knows. He
You
just don't give
think?
a. He knows. Yeah, everybody in the house talked about it. It's like public knowledge. It came up in like separate conversation.
That's
I'm
just
like, there's
so.
no way Lino doesn't know.
You did all that, and for what? He sent y'all home. Or, I
Yeah,
mean, Alex, you were still there, but not to be with Brion. That's
yeah,
embarrassing. That's
bruh.
so embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah. He just treated you like you was trash.
Yes, like you didn't exist. Didn't even get a goodbye.
Yeah, just used you like a toy and then kicked you to the
Yes.
curb.
Crazy. Crazy work.
Hmm. Yeah,
And then
dude
what
is.
did you want to say about the boxes?
Oh, in the boxes. I owe Lino and Alex an apology. They are the only two people that actually love each other. I am actually shocked that, but I respect it, and I want them to work so bad. I'm
Yes,
like, please get back together and get as far away from this bullshit as possible.
please. I
Don't
I
hit up none of these people. They are
I
not your
know.
friends.
I know. I wrote down that they were on the same wavelength. They both still want to be with each other. And Alex was or Alexa was so happy that like despite the examples he's had in the house of like the guys messing around with other people, like Lino has not done that. And I'm so happy for them. And
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna work out. It definitely is. And like you
yeah,
said, you don't need to be friends with none of them people after, because all of them
man.
people are not good for your relationship.
No, they're not good people. They are not good people at all. I mean, he might be able to keep Tyler as a friend. He might be able to keep Tyler because
Yeah,
Tyler and Taylor shouldn't have been together in the first place.
that's
Like
true.
the foundation of the relationship was wrong. So he could probably keep Tyler as a friend, and Alexa could even keep Taylor as a friend.
Yeah,
Like, and
I
Shantae's
honestly
not
feel
even
like
bad.
Alexa's
Honestly,
a good
all the
date.
girls could stay together because
Yeah,
they're not bad people. Like the
yeah.
dudes are trash.
Oh,
Like
for sure, for sure.
hot trash.
Yeah, yeah. I like you said. I feel like all the girls can stay together. And Lino, you can walk out here with Tyler, but please do not befriend Grant or Brion. Please, I don't know which is worse. Brion did the threesome, but Grant's cheating with the same girl multiple times, knowing he also has a daughter at home.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
like you just don't care about how your respective women looks at all. And I thought as men had daughters, maybe they'd get better. But I guess it's a case by case basis.
Yes,
So
that's true.
and then I wrote that Shantae thinks Brion's videos sounded apologetic, but he did not apologize at all. And I need her
Thank
to
you.
please leave this man for the love
Thank
of God.
you.
Please,
Thank you.
please free
Get
yourself from
off.
the shackles of him.
Yes.
He's not even worth all that.
Yes. The only time, Shantae, you need to be on your knees like this is for prayer. That is it. Get
Please.
up.
She keeps making
You are
excuses.
groveling.
Man, he doesn't want you. He might say it, but words matter, or sorry, actions matter more than words. And he's not
Right.
showing you he wants you.
Right.
So don't believe him when he says it.
True. True. Yeah, big facts.
Yeah. Was there anything else that stood out to you that maybe like I missed during this episode or
Let's see. Um, uh, I find it interesting that he was trying to say like, oh, he's this reformed guy. Brion was trying to say he was reformed, but then he was actively flirting with what's her name? It starts with an A, I feel like, or whatever
And
the.
the new girl?
No. Maybe it doesn't start with an A. The girl that's been there, the little she's
The
brown
girl that
skin,
came
caramel.
into his room that night.
Yeah, that he tried to tell her about the threesome stuff or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was trying to like explain himself to her, and then she wasn't going for it, and he was talking crazy to her, and then he decided to keep her. But he was actively when he woke up, he was just trying to have a threesome with a new set of girls. Like he wasn't even
Mhm.
on. Yeah, he wasn't even on like a reformed journey. He only got on a reformed journey when he got rejected by both of those girls because they have
Mhm.
self-worth and dignity. They were like, no,
Yeah. Cuz what do you mean?
yeah,
That's crazy. And I wouldn't have a threesome with you, but to think that even after I knew you already had a threesome with someone the day before and you'd still
mhm,
fix your lips to try to ask me. You're
yeah,
insane.
yeah,
You're insane.
yeah. I
And
don't
my
think he
thing
was.
is like I was just gonna say, like, how does this affect people's real lives after this? Like I know this has nothing to do with like your skills at work. However,
Yeah.
is your boss gonna trust you? Like you can be
No, for real though. For
you can
real,
be
for real. Like,
untrustworthy because Netflix has seen it and maybe your boss has seen this show, or when they do a
mhm,
background check on you, they're gonna see you were on this show and you come off as
yeah.
an untrustworthy person.
Hey, that's facts. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't have him in my workplace because I couldn't trust him to be around other women in my workplace. Like it'd be too much. Like it'd be too much. Like, bro, you gotta
Yeah.
go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
You have no restraint at all. Like you gotta narrow down your focus group to like maybe like one. Like I'm okay if two people are consenting and they're like trying to figure each other out. Like that's cool,
Mhm.
and y'all keep it very work appropriate.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's between you. Whatever y'all do after hours is between y'all. Don't
Yeah.
bring that mess to work though.
Yeah.
Don't bring that mess to work.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I mean, Grant's still bad, but like Brion is now like the worst on the show, I want to
Oh,
say. So
he,
he only softened the blow for Grant. So maybe Grant won't have any problems in the workforce after this. If they return to that, I don't know. Some people get on these shows, they become influencers, so they never have a regular job again. But
yeah.
yeah, I
I
don't
might
know.
need to get on one of these shows, man. I might need to go on just jump in real quick. Real
Yeah,
quick.
you can hop in on the show. What
Did,
show?
did it not? Yeah. Huh?
What show of like the Netflix
I'm trying to think.
dating shows?
I'm trying to think of a show that would actually like fit me.
Okay.
See, I don't know if I could do Temptation Island. Like that's not me. That's not my vibe.
Uh huh.
Um, that's not my vibe. That's not my vibe. Because I'm too ethical. Like I wouldn't want them just because like they actively have to. I'm like, what? Oh, I'm supposed to be tempted. Like, nah, that
Yeah.
it would. I would lose interest. And hmm, I'm trying to think of another like reality show like that would like. I'd probably have to do like a I almost want to say like pop the balloon or something, but
Okay.
because I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like myself on pop the balloon, but at the same time, but which way do I want to do it? Do I want to walk out to the girls or do I want to already be there, like for
Yeah.
the
I
girls?
get what you're saying. That's a
Yeah,
yeah. If I was on that, I would not want to. I would not want to be standing there with the balloons. So I would want to. I would want to judge everybody else.
yeah, yes, for sure, for sure, for sure.
So, but yeah, if I did one, it would have to be one that doesn't end in like an engagement or marriage because I just think that's too like I need to figure out
Yeah,
on my own out of the confines of the show if I want to take it
yeah,
there.
yeah,
And so many of these shows like Love is Blind, it kind of like starts with an engagement Or even the last show I reviewed, The Bachelorette, it ends with an engagement. It's like, I just want to walk out here possibly dating the person, and that's all. And then further out of the public view, I can decide whether I want to
I guess that's
it going.
I guess that's Temptation Island then. So you have to sacrifice a relationship to go in.
I already have to be in a relationship to get there, and I'm gonna be boring. I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be boring on there because I just don't feel like I would have known those guys long enough for me to even want to kiss them or do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna be
That's
boring on Temptation Island. I
yeah.
can't come already in a relationship because I'm gonna be so worried about what my partner is doing. So yeah.
I'll say this about Temptation Island. 95% of men, and Lino's part of the 5%, are folding under those circumstances.
I agree. I think so. That's why you will never see me on there.
Yeah, yeah, it's a bad idea. Like that's not a test of a relationship. That is, I'm sick of this man. I just want to be done with it. Please cheat on me in public so I can go. See, look at who he is. I knew he was a cheater.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's all I wrote down for 5, 6, and 7. So I hope some girls get some sense before the show is over because I'm scared Shantae gonna take that man back, and I want to jump through the screen
I,
and separate them.
she's delusional. I bet big money. I'd put down $1,000 right now. She gets back with that man. I put down 1,000 right now. Yeah, she's definitely gonna get back with that man. Then I feel like I'm trying to think who else. So yeah, this is what I really want to say. Next we're gonna do 8 and 9 together, and then no matter what, the final episode will just be its own thing. Because I feel like that's gonna be drama filled because it's
I'm
where
sure.
people get to choose whether they're with their partner or not. So that's gonna be crazy.
I'm sure. I kind of hope. I've never seen this show, so I don't know how that process is going to be. But I kind of hope they do it like Love Island, because Love Island, like when it comes to things like that, they make like a huge deal out of it.
Oh
So
yeah, it's gonna be. They gave us a preview.
I must have missed it.
It was in the first episode, and how it was moving really really fast, and that's what. And I caught that, and I caught one of those moments because I'm like, because still, unless it happens at the next bonfire, Shantae has not worn the dress that she was wearing in the in that clip.
Okay.
So I've been waiting for that moment because she walked off in the bushes and was crying. Like, so
Oh
I'm just
yeah.
like, so
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
I need to see what this is.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
need to see that. So
All
yeah.
right. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, y'all, this has been wonderful. This is great. I enjoy doing this with you, Jade, as always. We're gonna get up out of here. Y'all stay blessed. Make sure you subscribe if you made it to this point in the video, because I don't know why you would not do that. Leave a like as well. Like, come on, like, help us, help you.
Yeah, we want you to see the rest of this because it's too good to not hear about. So, yeah,
Exactly. Peak reality television.
for sure, for sure.
All right, y'all. Peace.